My name's Bob Thompson. We're in my Ambrosia orchard in Summerland, British Columbia. We are doing what we do here all winter long in the orchard. We're doing some pruning. We're pruning these ambrosia trees. Yeah, what we're trying to do is basically against nature. Nature says on an apple tree, it wants to produce as many apples as possible. It'll have thousands of tiny little apples on it, but the purpose is the apples mature, they fall on the ground, birds pick them up, animals eat them, the seeds are spread around, and that's the way nature propagates its own trees. What we're trying to do is the exact opposite, because we want large fruit. But we do that by pruning a lot of the buds off the trees so that when we're finished, and in the spring, those remaining buds will be much stronger because the resources of the trees are behind fewer buds. So the remaining buds will produce larger apples. The most important part of pruning is to remove enough of the tree without upsetting the balance of the tree. Pruning actually invigorates the tree at this time of year. If you do the same job in the summer, it takes some of the vigor out of the tree. So that's why we're doing it at this time of year anyways. And besides, we also have a lot of time at this time of year. Maintaining your sanity is sometimes a little difficult out here. Generally, we prune in pairs, at least here. So there'll be 4 of us pruning 5 days a week out here. 2 sets, one on this side of the tree, one on that side of the tree. So we have somebody to talk to all day. And usually I'm wearing my radio, so I listen to a lot of CBC over the course of the winter. And I also have my iPod, so I listen to some music. So I think doing the same repetitive thing over and over again and keeping yourself amused is probably the most difficult thing about pruning.
My name is Paul Singh, and this is called air pruning gun. First you need a compressor and hose, and compressor can fill the air in tank and air's running through, hook it up here. This is the trigger, the blade. It's not too dangerous, but only you have to be careful. If you're using hand loppers, a lot of people, they have some problem with the wrist, shoulder, and elbows. So every cut is different. Sometimes we leave a stub, sometimes we just make flush cut. If we cut it here flush, then nothing grow back. But if we leave some wood, in the future they can create new shoot and fill up that space.
Somewhere in this orchard, around 40,000 trees to prune. We don't exactly name the trees here, but we do have a connection to the trees for sure. When you've looked at every tree in your orchard, it's hard not to feel a connection with the trees and the orchard and everything about it. At this time of the year, the orchard's certainly not as pretty, maybe, as it is in the summer. Most people think of an orchard full of leaves and apples. It's very stark at this time of the year. But you get to see really what is behind an orchard because the structure of the tree is the orchard.